Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynic Alex, and today I want to talk to you guys about the new 2017 event mission and event tokens that we're getting in the game, as well as the new store items and uniform sale, and the changes that are coming to the game, and the things that may not change that we were hoping will change because of this recent semi-content update. So let's jump right into the 2017 event missions. We have 3: Rush Hour, Liberty Square, and City and Chaos. You play them to get these lunar tokens, which look very beautiful, and then you get those lunar tokens and you go to the event shop and you spend them. This is very similar to what we had for Christmas and Halloween and other notable holiday events, and then you can rack up these tickets or these tokens to then get tickets and other sweet juicy items. So in total you get about 45, not about, you get exactly 45 lunar tokens per day. You get 10 from the first mission, 15 from the second, and 20 from the third. Fret not, because these missions are very easy, so I think any level 60 tier 1 character at 6 stars can complete these missions. It shouldn't be a hurdle for you at all. And then with 14 days worth of the event and 45 tokens, you're going to get a total of 630 tokens. You can use that to buy a tier 2 advancement ticket. However, you may consider spending your tokens on other things, especially if you're a new player. For new players, I recommend considering, not necessarily getting, but considering the energy, because new players are constantly low on energy. Clear tickets are also very nice to let you play through the game modes faster and accrue more bios for characters if you don't have the time to play manually every day. And then also you can invest in the legendary comic card chest. Keep in mind you can't get more than 4 of these chests because it costs too many tokens. And if I were you and I was thinking about getting that chest, because they are only 5-star cards, wait and see what other people have gotten from those chests, and if they haven't gotten anything good, then you can think about spending your tokens elsewhere. For example, the 6-star rank up ticket, I've said it before in a previous video, for a lot of new players the rank up ticket is more valuable than the tier 2 advancement ticket, just because we get one of these at the end of every month, and you need to have a character's gears all at 20 for this to work, so it's not that feasible for newer players. And we are getting another tier 2 ticket very soon, in about 8 days, so it's not necessarily as valuable in the long run as the 6-star ticket will be. As you guys can see here, I have 49 lunar tokens, not 45. I'll explain why that is. If you go into the shop, you will see that there are 2 new packs that you can buy. The first pack here of Nordstones of Chaos is actually a cycling sale. Every 24 hours it will change to something new. We also have obelisks that are going to go on sale, a package of them for crystals, and then also comic card chests. I believe the comic card chest is 2 mythic cards, 2 6-star cards, for 1,500 crystals. I think that is the best offer for these events and for these packages. So if you do have extra crystals and you're not using them to buy uniforms, and we'll get to uniforms very soon, guys, then I do recommend at least picking up one of the comic card packs, but stay away from, in my opinion, the obelisk packs and the Nordstone packs. As well, we have this lunar pack, which is actually a pretty good deal for the cost. If you compare the lunar pack to something like the anniversary pack, which is considered to be the best bang for your buck, even though you are spending a lot of money up front for the crystals, the lunar pack is actually pretty competitive. For about half the cost of the anniversary pack, you get the same number of crystals, so you get half of 11,000, which is 5,500. You actually get more bios and more Nordstones. You get less black antimatter and less chaos Nordstones, which new players would prefer to have, which makes the anniversary package better for new players. But for veterans who can already farm a lot of black antimatter and chaos Nordstones, especially from World Boss and Shadowland, the veterans do get the uniform XP chips, which are very, very useful if you want to boost a character quickly, like Doctor Strange or Moon Knight. And you also get some lunar tokens. So what happened in my case was I bought one of those lunar event packages because I accidentally quit out of the first mission. As you can see there, I'm at 0 stars, but I have 0 out of 1 for the daily event, and so I lost those 10 tokens. So to make up for that, I had to buy the pack. Don't judge me, I goofed. So I'm going to end up with an extra 4 lunar tokens that I can't use. But all in all, I think that the new event is fantastic. I love the artwork and I love the look of the missions, as far as the snowy wintry scene, and the taxis. I love the interactiveness with the taxis and how they run into you and run into mobs. I think that's perfect. I love when Netmarble introduces new game modes and introduces new like scenery for the game for us to play in. Even though it's not necessarily a new mode, it's just killing mobs, it feels fresh and it feels new when the dungeon is new and when it's changed. I'm going to use the word dungeon here, although I know it's not a dungeon. If they change the stage around enough, it just feels awesome, and I wish they would do it more frequently. The second big thing that we have gotten from this mini content push has been a uniform sale. So all uniforms are on sale. They have been reduced to their sale price of 750 crystals. So now is the time to buy those uniforms that you need for specific characters. If you want to get Moon Knight's or Doctor Strange's uniform, if you don't already have it, or other characters that you want to invest in. As well, you can get uniforms that you need for characters for the uniform upgrade system. So myself, I bought the Green Goblin Oz Formula uniform that I didn't have before, and I bought the Black Cat Cosplay Claws uniform, and a couple of other ones, most notably the one that I swore I would never buy, which is the Marvel's Doctor Strange Terrible Speed Mordo uniform. I did get it for Moon Knight's uniform upgrade system progression, and we'll talk about that in a second. The next big thing, and probably the spiciest thing from this update, has been the change to the Age of Ultron uniforms. I've already bought all of them, but the Age of Ultron uniforms had their cost reduced and are having their cost reduced for the next 15 days to 1 gold. After the 1 gold 15-day event, they will revert to a new cost of 500,000 crystals. And this is really important. So all of the Age of Ultron uniforms, which in my mind are all obsolete because they all have better versions of themselves for those respective characters, except for maybe Ultron and Vision. But my opinion, most of these new uniforms, or most of these Age of Ultron uniforms, are obsolete compared to the newer uniforms. Iron Man has a better new uniform. Scarlett Johansson or Black Widow has better uniforms. The Hydra cap is way better than the Age of Ultron cap uniform. The list goes on. But what's good about this change, and what's good about this event that they're having with the Age of Ultron uniforms, is that it signifies to me that Netmarble is willing to discount the price of uniforms, which is excellent. Hopefully we will see more of these in the future, and hopefully Netmarble will continue this because it has a twofold positive effect. On the one hand, it allows new players and veterans to acquire those old uniforms for the uniform upgrade system very easily and very cheaply. And for new players especially, they can feel like they're getting something for almost nothing, because 1 gold, 6 gold or 7 gold, and you get all of the uniforms. And so for that, it's really good for new players because they can start their uniform base pretty early. And it's got a secondary effect, which is that it shows that Netmarble is admitting that they have bad or obsolete or inferior uniforms, and that's good because then Netmarble can go back in future patches and they can change other uniforms that are obsolete now and change their cost from crystals to something like gold, or even to another currency altogether. And so it can help for new players and for veterans who didn't spend the money and who were stingy to slowly accrue those uniforms without having to blow tons of crystals on them. The unfortunate result, or the unfortunate thing about this sale for the Age of Ultron uniforms being 1 gold, is that this probably means we're never going to see the uniform upgrade system changed. The fact that they're basically giving us, 5 to 10 uniforms for free, depending on how many of the Age of Ultron uniforms you had already bought, is a sign that they're probably not going to go ahead and change the uniform upgrade system, make it easier, lessen the requirements of it. We were basically waiting for Netmarble to either lessen the requirements and the harsh penalties associated with the uniform upgrade system, or give us an alternative way to get uniforms. And changing the cost from crystals to gold is pretty much the easiest way to make uniforms readily available, aside from just giving us free uniform tickets that we can use to buy uniforms whenever we want. Netmarble, that option's still on the table, so if you want to take my idea, I won't be unhappy with you. You can gladly steal that one and use it. Please do. I encourage you to do so. But I'm kind of simultaneously happy and sad. I'm bittersweet about this, guys. I'm happy that I just got a bunch of new uniforms basically for free. Even though I'm never going to use the Age of Ultron uniforms, it's nice to have them there. And I can say now that I have 4 different looks for Iron Man, despite the fact that I never wanted more than 2. But I am sad about this because it means that players who bought them for crystals are going to feel bad now. Like, I bought Vision's and Ultron's uniform for 750 crystals way back in the day. those crystals are never coming back. And secondly, and more importantly, we're probably never going to see a change to this uniform upgrade system, so we have to live with it as it is now in its current incarnation, which is kind of a feels bad man kind of moment. But enough about that, guys. We are also probably potentially getting, and if you looked at my thumbnail long enough, you'll know what I'm talking about. We're probably getting new uniforms very soon for Elsa and Medusa, because we got an extended graphic of the artwork that the famous Korean guy has been doing for Netmarble since the game started. I believe his name is Lee Ji-hyung. Hopefully I didn't goof up that person's name. And the artwork is just absolutely beautiful. It features Amadeus Cho in his Monsters Now uniform. It features Elsa in a brand new uniform with the waistline showing, very sexy. And it features Medusa in a new uniform. And it features Kid Kaiju and a dinosaur and a girl. So I am really excited. I hope that that's not just a tease for the artwork. I hope that we are getting Kid Kaiju, because it would be awesome to summon dinosaurs into the game and other, you know, giant monsters and beasts and stuff like that. And it means we are getting a uniform probably very soon for Elsa and Medusa. In Medusa's case, it's going to be her first uniform, so that's whatever. In Elsa's case, it's going to be her second uniform. And this will be very interesting for a couple of reasons. For one, we will see if Netmarble stays with the same uniform bonus example that they've done with other characters like War Machine, where all of his uniforms have the exact same effect, or if they're going to give Elsa a new uniform with a different bonus, a different changed skill, etc. Also, it will show us if by introducing this new uniform, they change or discount permanently or temporarily Elsa's current Marvel Zombies uniform. It will be interesting to see how they handle that, because since the update with these uniforms and the uniform upgrade system, we haven't gotten any new uniforms. So I want to see how Netmarble handles that and how they handle the whole situation moving forward as far as uniform discounts go, and as far as new uniforms being as good, if not better, than their previous ones for a character that's getting a second or third plus uniform. The last thing I want to mention to you guys, and just remind you to do as often as you can, I don't have one now, but every 4 hours we are getting lunar gift boxes that you can open that do expire. I implore you to log in and open them, because you can get crazy stuff like tier 2 advancement tickets, 5-star and 6-star tickets, black antimatter, etc. from them. So definitely check that out, guys. Definitely unlock those as often as you can. And of course, guys, let me know in the comments what you think of this new kind of semi-content update. What do you think of the reduction in price on the Age of Ultron uniforms? I hope everyone has gotten them, because there's really no reason not to. I'm sure everyone has at least 10 gold to spare. And of course, guys, if you like what you see, I hope to see you again tomorrow. Take care.